Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne, and my name is, this is MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to March 8th, 2021. A new week, a powerful week, a very beautiful week, and welcome to your sun sign love connections and messages for today. So, as I go around the zodiac wheel, we are on the featured sun sign of Virgo, beautiful earth element of Virgo. And right in front of you, if you're new, I would love to show you this format. I hope you'll stick around and you resonate with some of these messages. It's very favorable to connections and compatibility with relationships and love of all types. And that always includes self-love, because so many times, you may not be in a relationship, but you have these incredible dreams and desires and the love you want to put out towards that and to fulfill yourself is always a part of all this, okay? That's definitely what I'm saying when I say love connections. So hopefully a majority of you are that. And I would be remiss if I didn't say happy National Women's Day to all of us, women out there, whoop! And so yeah, I'm gonna pick your highlighted connection today, Virgo, which is very spiritually guided because it's done right in front of you right now, and I know there's always a specific reason, even if you don't necessarily know why this particular connection is being called to you today. So, what you got, Spirit? What do you want to share with this beautiful Virgo? That's so beautiful, it's Capricorn, and I love it because I love Spirit, I love doing these readings. Well, first of all, you're both earth signs. And interestingly enough, so when you're the same earth, or the same element, I said both earth signs, you are, same element of earth. There are 3 earth signs, 3 fire, 3, 3 water, and 3 air. And so right off the bat, I know that there are people that tend to hang out together that are more used to and more familiar, and they have the same kind of wavelength, if you will, same kind of vibes. That's what you're going to get with this. Then we have the couples I've seen throughout the years of many years of readings and compatibility study. Very opposite, complete opposite, that work extremely well as well. So, there's all sorts of people for all sorts of circumstances. And it's highly relative to not just your sun sign, though these are the sun sign readings. The sun sign being the personality, the sun, the day you were born, the month you're born, the incredible energy that the sun gives us, the ego it gives us, the momentum, the drive, the desires, the likes, the exterior thing, how we want people to see us. All of that enters into the personality trait as a sun sign. And yet there's so much more of us, right? So much more to us. So what's going to happen with this beautiful highlighted connection and reading for Virgo today in Capricorn is that I read 3 specific major categories for this highlighted couple because it tends to cover everything you need to necessarily know about this particular relationship. But then what I do is I go on to read the 3 oracle divinations I have, and that's for every single beautiful Virgo and every one of your connections if it's not this highlighted of Capricorn, because not everybody's necessarily focused, or at least not yet, in regards to a Capricorn connection. Though you may have Capricorn in your chart as well. So see how interesting astrology can be? There's reasons for everything. There's no coincidences. But I will continue to shuffle these as I talk a little bit about each sun sign that I like to do. I've slowed it down and shortened it a bit though, just for time's sake. But yes, Virgo, you are a beautiful earth sign. I literally just got back from my chiropractor who's a Virgo, and just one of the most wonderful people I've ever met in this world. And I've known a lot of Virgos, and I like them all, and I love how they're just they're ruled by Mercury. So they have a very intellectual mind. They are always wanting to study, always wanting to advance themselves. Mercury is about movement and expansion, the mind of, I want to say commerce, their business, just evolving and always interested in bettering themselves. This is a real truth about them. Sometimes to a fault, they're like perfectionists, and they want to specialize, and they want to be there for people, and they genuinely are. They're known as the Virgin sign, and has nothing to do with the sexuality aspect. It's pure of heart. The purity of heart, the most purity. of heart is what you'll find in a Virgo. The ultimate drive and desire to want to help others merely for the sake of doing that. And of course, really in reality, when you do that, you get this beautiful feeling back, right? That's what life is about, the give and take and the reciprocity. But genuinely, they're doing it just because they want to and they can. They have a lot of knowledge. They're very caring, giving. They're grounded and practical, and they're, they have the level head on their shoulders. I felt like I can come to my chiropractor for sure about anything because we're both in the fields of health, right? I'm a massage therapist. So she has just really opened my scope of knowledge, and it feels good to have that like-minded kind of connection. So I feel like Virgos can be helpful for so many people in so many levels. They also are mutable signs, so they're very adaptable. Open to a lot of things, which as a rule, the earth signs are a little bit stuck in certain areas. They're known, certainly the Taurus is the fixed sign. Capricorn, though, you're highlighted today. He's a cardinal. He's a doer, boy. Let's get it moving. And I mean, workaholic, yes. Work is what really kind of makes him thrive, or her. And you're no different, really. Another really beautiful consideration for the two of you. You have that common interest. I'm going to put this down because it's popping out. I'll get to that in a moment. When you both have that same kind of let's work on this probably together. Literally my chiropractor works with her husband and has for years. They're both chiropractors. That sort of thing, Beautiful energy for the two of you. Now, as we go on to the Capricorn, I apologize, it's both genders. It is the sign of the goat. And the goat is just this sure-footed animal that will climb the highest of mountains and, these ridges, and they don't even think twice. I've driven where I live, not too far away, up the freeway to see our beautiful zoo, and there are the goats on the side of the hill, and sideways basically, eating the grass, which is the latest and greatest, right, in the last few years, to economically and also, just help trim the grass and feed an animal at the same time. What a wonderful concept that was. And so, that's the kind of mentality of the cardinal. Let's make things happen. Let's initiate. They initiate the season of winter. Every cardinal initiates a certain season. That's like a beginning. It's a new feel. It's a whole new start. It's good. It's active. It's motivated. And my gosh, the steadfast ability of every Capricorn and any Capricorn. And also they're ruled by Saturn. So, I mean, that's that taskmaster that everyone's like, no, not Saturn, please. Don't be in my sign. You want him in your sign. And I do say him. He is notoriously known as a masculine energy. Could be in a woman's body. We all have the two duality, right? Masculine and feminine. Doesn't matter. But there is this very deep and strong work ethic, this stability, this patience, this determination that's unparalleled, right? Other than maybe you, Virgo and Taurus, where they have a goal and they're going to reach it by come hell or high water. That's it. So that's a beautiful kind of really secure feeling you can feel, and this would be conducive for friendships, for relationships, romantically. I mean, they're in for the long run. They're not going to just, not generally. I mean, it depends, I suppose, what stage of your life you're in, because a lot of people like to kind of just check things out and play the field, if you will, before they want to get down serious, but that's understandable. This is the ones that want to commit, and they will, and they do, and love means a great deal to them, even though many of the two of you, Virgos or Capricorns, can be quite reserved when it comes to that. Kind of keep that under their, pretty close to their chest as far as the emotions go. They have them. They have deep ones. And they love nature. They love, getting their hands dirty and growing things, natural gardens. Anything natural really kind of comes and sets well with earth signs in general, because they understand that. They understand the healing capacity of that. And having said healing, I don't want to forget to say that we are right now in the season of Pisces. Happy birthday, all Pisces, if you happen to be cross-watching for a good Virgo friend, which would make a lot of sense It's your polar opposite, and I see these relationships constantly, and I mean long term. But yeah, Pisces season, very much about caring, about emotion, about sensitivity, about, you know, selfless acts and creativity that's unparalleled as well. And then the fact that, you know, Pisces is just this incredible kind of fish that likes to just kind of swim in all directions. They're known as a very psychic and intuitive sign. A lot of psychic and maybe just those unexplained coincidences can be very prominent for all of us during Pisces season. Healing is huge. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a repair in a relationship, always. It could definitely be your physical body. This is the time, every year this comes around, to allow and to open up to the ideas and the transformations you want to make on whatever level it is. Small example. I woke up and have the last week, and it happened a while back, and I poo-pooed it away, but basically eyes shut, just swollen, scratchy, very thin, dry, and I got a little scratch. I was like, what? Okay. So if that looks bizarre, that's what's going on, but at least I can speak, and I can definitely get the messages across. But these things come up. So before I get off the beaten path, this Saturday, the 13th, is going to be the new moon in Pisces. If you want something specifically healed, if you want to do this incredible meditative kind of strong, write out your intentions. I will always light our beautiful new moon intentions candle for you on that day. Make it happen, boy. Allow it to happen. This is the time. And then we do have Venus in Pisces. So Venus, once again, is love. It's money. It's opportunity. It's magic. And it's sprinkling over all of us, even if you don't have Pisces in your sign anywhere, or your natal chart. I have a Pisces rising, and I feel it. I can feel it. It's a very, notable thing during specifically water sign, things happening with our planets when it's in a water sign, like the new moon, like Pisces season. So, I don't want to say too much more. I just feel good about this in general. I always have. If you look back at other recordings, it's a good fit. And of course, there's always stuff to work out. It depends on many factors other than astrology. Upbringing, nurture versus nature, I always say. How were you raised? What are you bringing with you to the table in the relationships, right? All that can be worked out, though. Love is powerful. Love is amazing. Love is everything. It is the best and most important, potent energy we can have and continue to share and allow in our lives. So the first card is always the overall energy bringing you to the reading. I call it the catalyst. And so it's what's happened thus far. And this is the beginning of the month readings. I come back and do the mid-month. So I always suggest that you kind of follow the storyline and see what you see. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, I'm using this beautiful new deck this month, the movie Tarot. It's so cool, and it has beautiful pictures and illustrations of famous actors and actresses that portrayed a certain role. And I have the book to kind of help me if I've forgotten. And right now, I'm looking at this, and I love it. But it's the moon. That's your overall energy, the moon, in Pisces season, right? Ruled by Neptune, by the way, as well. Neptune has been in Pisces and will be for a few more years. And it is about the imagination and the creativity like none other, to be heightened, to open up, to allow, to transform your life. And I believe this is David Bowie. And I just absolutely love this illustration. And he's got the crystal ball and the lavender hair like the days back when. I actually had his music playing at my wedding in, 83? Look at that. The moon is you. It's all of us. It's Pisces, but it's all of us because we all have our built-in incredible gift of intuition. Whether we choose to listen or to use that is a whole different story. But with this energy of Pisces season right now, and this new moon, as I said, it's going to be pretty life-changing, and I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to bring so much happiness to so many people. And I had a major, setback. I was supposed to have surgery, and I'm not now, and it just came out of blue. It was all set. Of course, it's exactly what's supposed to happen. I'm fine now. I'm much better. Fine. I'm way better because I found out last week. That's when it was all transpiring. You know, the moon sometimes when it's full definitely illuminates and it brings things to an end and you can see things, and if things aren't 100%, it'll bring it up to the surface to be fixed, cleared, and done. The new moon is all about that transformational new type thing to, once again, beginning, which ends something else to make room for the new. I feel really good about this. I feel like it's a very prosperous and abundant time. And I would even add magical. So make that happen for yourself and whatever it is, and just love each other up because you guys have what it takes. You are a magical couple. You really are. If you found each other, that in itself is complete serendipitous type beautiful things. So, and like I said, whether it's a friendship or work partnership, something's just come up recently. It's meant to be, boy. It is definitely, I would say, fate related as well. I always feel that way with any kind of Pisces messages as well. So, that's beautiful. You may still have some things that aren't quite clear and haven't been brought out yet, so that's okay. Let's see what the rest of the messages say, because it's definitely a storyline. So the first one, the overall energy for you too. Love it. Second, the possible blessings or obstacles. Ooh. Did this come up the other day? It doesn't matter. Doggone it, what's his name? I'm so sorry. King of Wands. Talk about just the fiery, passionate drive, the motivation, the spirit you have. This is a Sagittarius, this is Leo, this is Aries. We're about to enter after Pisces Aries season. Aries season is considered the beginning of the year in astrology. You know, it starts in March. Spring begins the day after we enter Aries season. And this is, come on now, what was the movie? Well, I'm not going to try to guess. I should know, and I did the second I looked at it. But I do that to myself all the time. That is my doing. Something of the Lost Ark, whatever, because that was just one of the best movies ever. No, it's not a major arcana, but it is the king. The king is the most mature in the pentacles. I mean, excuse me, the court, right? And they're more masculine, of course. They're the predominantly masculine energy, as is every single fire sign I mentioned. They're masculine energy, notably. And then you have the fact that they are trusted leaders, they're authority in some way. It's about taking responsibility, wise decisions. You've got that beautiful wand in your hand. You know you want to go forward. You know this is the right thing. Timing is everything, and my gosh, this is the opening. I say take it. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it has to do with work specifically. Between the reality of you two as the featured and highlighted sign, in addition to the aspect that in order to have things happen, you think them, you feel them, but you physically and emotionally create that and make it happen to where it becomes tangible. It's on you. It's all there. It's all perfectly, I want to say divinely guided, but also that energy of this fate, this, you know, meant to be kind of energy. I'll try to remember his name, and I know you know who I mean, but yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark was the movie, and it's that wonderful actor, and it's just, yeah. You know, when you say that is when it goes away, so forgive me for that. But I love that movie, and I love the motivation he had in that. Oh my gosh, nothing stopped him. It was just on the whole time, and boy, was that active and exciting. And that's what fire is. It's about setting that, you know, flame underneath us and saying yes. No more thinking, let's do. Let's make it happen. And that's definitely the sentiment of Aries, for sure. As we enter at the end of the, you know, towards the end of the month, the Aries, the cardinal, the initiator, the leader, the let's do it no matter what. And I love that. So that's what's going on in the possible blessings or obstacles. And maybe you're just waiting and you're just like, oh, can it be done already? But do be patient. It's not much longer. This is the final one, and this is something that's kind of interesting. This is the category of finances. And it makes sense to me. You got the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords is, well, 5 is definitely transformation and challenge. It is working through challenge. The swords are the air elements. We're in a major year of, and many years to come, of the air element. They're calling it the era instead of era. And it's Aquarius this year. And the predominant of, my gosh, Jupiter, the benevolent planet, and then Saturn, the most constrictive and most task, you know, like this is the way it's going to be, and you're not going to have that much fun, you're going to have this much fun, but Jupiter says, oh no, we're going that much fun. So it actually balances itself out. And it's helpful. But more so importantly is that Aquarius offers us the mind, the thoughts, the expansion of that, the ability to learn and to study and to try new things, to do some things we haven't done before. And yes, I know a lot of Capricorns, not so much Virgo, they're the mutable. Capricorns, I like what I do, I don't want to change it. Why change it when it's not broken, so to speak? And my answer to you is because there's so much more for you, and you know this. I know you know it inside, and I know you're going to go with it, and it's going to just open up channels and avenues that you may not have thought of. But you had Jupiter in your sign last year, Capricorn, so it's still going to be with you for 12 more years until it comes back. We only get it once every 12 years. That's not many times in a lifetime. You're working through some stuff. You're working through the combination and, the conversations. And the conflicting ideas, nothing wrong with that. That's important to get through and to understand and to, stand up for how you feel. It's super important. And messages are going to come through in regards to money, in regards to your security, in regards to your job. I would even go so far as to say your health, because to me, especially now, your health is in your wealth. I've always believed that, and that's why I'm in the field I'm in as well. But it becomes really apparent when you have things that you need to work on that way. And I'm on a mission to speak better, first of all, but also, the Mercury retrograde shadow is done on the 13th with the new moon. So how perfect is that? I say that because of the speech. I know it has a lot to do with it. We're almost there, though. But seriously, you have some interesting and very straightforward information coming through, but it could be about your health is what I was going with. Institutions, doctors, lawyers, somebody that's going to really help you with something and open the door, because that was not happening and you were very confused during the retrograde, as we all were. You weren't getting the answers, and they're going to come through. And it's okay to have a difference of opinion, and it's okay, like I said, to stand up for what you feel. I'm feeling that strength there. I'm working it through. That's all. Staying away from gossip, staying away from things you know are not the truth. You don't need that in your energy. It's not going to do anything for you, and you'll know the difference. So what a wonderful reading, because you have the insight, intuition in this relationship, moving forward, whatever you choose to do together. You've got the fire and the ambition. You have the desire. You have the dream. And you're going to make sure that you are absolutely clear on how you want this done, who you need to speak to, and you're not going to settle for anything less. So I love that, and I love your determination. I love that you are, I feel the strength here. There's a lot of strength, and hold on to that. Embrace that. So that's the reading for the highlighted. We're going to go into the oracle messages now. And the first one is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Call Up Marianne Reed. And I love it, and it's simple. And it's one specific word that kind of says it all, but I will read a little more from the book. This is for every single beautiful Virgo. And, the fact that we have the Capricorn moon right now, if I didn't mention that, it's perfect for today's reading with you. Never by accident does this all play out the way it does, which is why I love walking in this room every single day. Every day I possibly can. And so, what is your specific, beautiful message that Spirit wants to share with you today? And you have Imagine. Oh, wow. And I see the new moon. It's not like as new as it could be, but it's pretty new. And it's all about that third eye. It's about the moon. It's about your vision, your imagination, your creativity in its fullest realm. That blue is very much about psychic and third eye kind of energy, and just absolute, you know, crown chakra, downloads, dreams. Using your imagination, that's what this time is about. And I mentioned that earlier, so it's not just something I'm saying for the sake of saying it. It's absolutely being given to me to say to you, but also just what's happening. It's also the number 20, which is about partnership. It's about love. It's about connection. And you got a lot of that. And you certainly deserve it. We all do. Let me read to you specifically, though, what it says, because there's always some really juicy, beautiful messages that are here to you know, inspire and lift you. And so 20, oops, 22, and where's 20? Here we go. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imaginary and feelings, creativity and illusions, everything Neptune is. It's even got the vast blue of water and the fluidity that we can do that. If we really allow that to happen. The Oracle message, who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life you want? You are gifted with the power to imagine. If you can dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time today, or spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feeds your soul. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations, and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world, as if by magic. Now, I know that a lot of Virgos have these gifts, and like I said, you may have a lot of water to help, you know, as well. But I just feel like this is a beautiful message to you. And no matter what it is, you are definitely going to be seeing some kind of beautiful outcome. And I hope it's for love as well, you know, because that, to me, that's just cherry on the cake, right? I'm going to move on to the spirit of the animal medicine cards, because animals are so incredibly spiritual. And they definitely have the wisdom to share with us. Now, many times you hear of how we think we pick our animals, and when we adopt them, as I did this last summer, oh no. He came up to me so fast. There were 25 kittens to choose from. And it has been such an amazing ride so far. I'm so grateful. And it's not all been fun. I mean, he's a little, you know, he's a kitten. He's actually going to be 10 months. His name is Eclipse, because I got him in the middle of the triad of serious eclipses we had last summer. I got him on June 17th, so the next one was going to be the 21st, which was in Cancer last year. And our eclipses are coming in May again, so we have all planets moving forward, which is such a beautiful, wonderful energy for forward movement, right? Without delays as much and hesitations and all that many times that happens. And that's going to continue on until the shadowy period at the end of April. So we have so many weeks to make these things come to life, to create and manifest them. Your animal, ooh, is the spider. Okay, I love the purple and all the different colors in the legs. And what incredible. I mean, I walk outside and there's these poles, and at night, with the moon or whatever, you can see these spider webs, and you're just like, what, no two are alike, right? This is the most incredible, those are the miracles to me of life. They're just phenomenal. I mean, how can they do that, right? And yeah, they can be a little scary at times. I keep my distance from certain ones, but I'm looking for I'm talking at the same time, that's why. Forgive me. Spider. I don't really know. I don't remember what this has to say, but I'm very fascinated because I know they're incredibly creative. Kind of goes in line with everything else, if that's what's going to be said to you. Patience, intuition, there you go again, boy. Whew, boy, that's a theme for you guys. An artist. Crafty spider is alert to every vibration around, patiently balancing on a perfect web. Spider spins a web like a weaver tending the loom. Immersed in building or watchful with 4 eyes, Spider is aware of everything happening on the web. Drawing Spider invites you to pay attention to the web you are weaving and how you can refine through creative living practice who and what kinds of energies you bring into your life. Isn't that an interesting way of putting this? Okay, I like that a lot. That's super important. Spider also asks you to keep your sensitivity balanced. With such refined ability at reading energy vibrations, it is important to balance dwelling on the perceptions of others with the act of creating and being who you want to be. Used with self-awareness, your intuition is a gift. Well, I don't even know how many times with the moon, the imagine, the spider, I mean, it's Pisces season for you, for everybody. It's on, boy. This is the time. And I think you've already been feeling this. It's only going to heighten with that new moon. Beautiful timing, beautiful loving guidance that we receive always. And I'm going to finish this reading now with the beautiful Super Attractor Manifestation deck. And that's about allowing and feeling the life that you want into existence, right? You have to feel it. You have to truly believe it, but you have to feel it. The feeling is the key. It's the definite law of attraction that seals the deal. So I'm going to pull one specifically for you. I do want to say, if you haven't subscribed, it's really wonderful and super supportive of my channel. I love you for doing it, those that have come back and are watching right now. I tell you that all the time because I couldn't do this channel, wouldn't do it without your responses, your comments, your likes. It's very, very appreciated. I thank you. And if you haven't, please do so. It takes a moment showing me the love. And yeah, and I'll comment. If you comment, I'll always respond and try to help you in any way I can. Your message, however, is appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractive power. And you got that power, boy. Ooh, even more so right now. Honestly, you're on fire. So utilize it, man. That's what universe wants for us. It wants us to definitely use what we can. And life goes on either way. It's free choice. These are just, these are just invitations, and letting you know what's happening at this moment. It'll come back at some point, but why not now? There's that passion, beautiful, root chakra, almost into the second. Creativity, passion, sensuality, just everything you can use and do for yourself, for others, is there for you in this moment. So I hope you enjoyed this, like again, I said, and I really hope that you're taking care and you're doing well, because things are looking better, boy. I see the light, It's all coming together. So take really good care, like I said. Thank you again. And come on back for your... just one of those days. Come on back for your mid-month reading and let's see how it's transpiring, because it's looking good now. So until then, thanks. Bye for now.